Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a 7-step plan on how to turn your business around. But before I do that, I want to mention the 7 mistakes that all small businesses make, and I include myself in this. I've made every one of these mistakes. Mistake number 1, you say to yourself, I'm not very good at marketing. And because I'm not very good at marketing, I'm not going to do any marketing. I'm just going to see what happens. Maybe what I'll do is I'll print a couple of brochures and I'll hand them out at the robots, or maybe I'll take a flyer, or maybe I'll even take something in the yellow pages. Who's tried that kind of thing? Who's tried the flyers, banners? I'm going to teach you a little trick that you can use for your next brochure. When you print your next brochure and you put your phone number at the bottom, put there, ask for extension 1. When you print a flyer, ask for extension 2. When you take out a banner, ask for extension 3. When you go in the yellow pages, ask for extension 4. Then the phone rings. Brand strategy, Mike speaking, how may I help you? Could I please have extension 2? That extension appears to be busy. Can I help you? And then you tick off number 2 on your little chart. Now we know exactly where they found your advert. Now we know we need to spend more money on brochures and less money on the local newspaper or anything like that. So at least the little bit of money that we have got, we are spending in the right place. Second thing, go in without a business plan. Now I can tell you right now, I started my business with a business plan. It was in my head, I said, I want a business. That was it. Whole business plan. I could understand it, nobody else could. Do you really need a business plan? Well, that really depends on whether or not you need money. If you need money from an institution or from a bank or someone like that, you must write a very thorough business plan. If not, what you need to do is just have a plan for yourself, where you see the business going, how you're going. To me, the marketing plan is much more important than the business plan. Thane and I have been traveling the country. We've been seeing these small businesses with It's My Biz. When we sit down in front of a business owner, we always say to them, what is your problem, ma'am? And they always say the same thing. They say, we have a cash flow problem. Then I look at their books and I say, no. You don't have a cash flow problem. There is no cash to flow. You have a marketing and sales problem. Once we've fixed your marketing and sales problem and there is some cash, then you'll have a cash flow problem. Then you'll phone Thane. He'll come and tell you how to spend the money. In the meantime, my job is to tell you how to make the money. So that, please God, a year from now, you come to this meeting because you have a cash flow problem and not a cash problem. Okay, so that's your business plan. Number 3, we do things the wrong way around. First of all, we go and buy all the fancy equipment. Unless you are Sebastian Vettel or Jensen Button, you do not need a faster car. Okay, let me say that again for all the men. You do not need a faster car right now. You might need a car. You might need a delivery van. You might need a computer system, a computer, an office. But you don't need fancy offices. You don't have to spend the money now. Make the money first, spend it later, and not the other way around. Number 4, we think it's all about us. We think because we think it's a good idea, everybody else is going to think it's a good idea. Another thing, the worst number in the world is 1 for small businesses. That's 1 person with 1 idea, 1 source of income, 1 client, because if any of those things fall by the wayside, you know, every small business is sitting here and dreaming about that big government contract. Until you get that big government contract. Then you'll be sitting here and dreaming about lots of little private contracts rather. Because they pay, and they pay regularly. So whatever it is, not just 1 idea with 1 person. In gratitude, when we finally get it right, we forget to thank the people around us. We forget to thank our spouse and our children who stood by us and had to go weeks without any luxuries and sometimes without school fees and without food. We forget to thank the people that gave us the money, the people that assisted us. And most importantly, we forget to thank our clients. We think we've arrived, this is it, it's all due to us. We give ourselves that statutory pat on the back and we move on. Let me tell you something. Great entrepreneurs have 1 skill that nobody else does. When things go really well, they have the ability to look out the window and see who they can thank. And when things go wrong, they look in the mirror and they know exactly who to blame. Other people do it the other way around. When things are going badly, they look out the window for someone to blame. And when things go well, they look in the mirror. So ask yourself, which of those are you? And then finally, number 7, we tend to follow the herd. Just because somebody else is doing it, we think we should do it as well. So what I want you to do, I'm not telling you to find an original idea. I want you to find something original about the idea you're going to do and build on it from there. Those are the 7 mistakes. You're probably making most of them yourselves, if not all of them. And if you're not in business yet, try and avoid at least some of them.